Hey, so how are you guys? It's been a little while since Friday. I haven't been doing nearly as many of these as I should. Sorry. See, the last part of the title for this, being in the moment, is what I'm struggling with. Not struggling, what I am working on right now. My mind keeps going off on things, and it's really more about being here in this beautiful place at this moment in my life. This exact moment, not just like, oh, in general, like this exact moment, in this exact moment, in this exact moment. It's something I'm working on, and I think it's very important to cultivate because it is the answer to all your problems. It really is the answer to all problems, is be in the moment. Or at least it seems like that to me right now. So, being in the moment tends to be a little bit more difficult when there are things to think about, and there are always things to think about. Right now, a friend of mine is having some difficulty, and my normal reaction would have been to like drop everything. Doesn't matter how bad, how much it kind of screws with my life, but drop everything, and it's the best, most honorable thing to do to help a friend out, is to go and do whatever, regardless of me. I'm learning a little bit more about self-care, and I want to help, and I've been asking how I can help, but I needed to be outside and I needed to go get some medication, and I have meetings later on, etc. And I'm feeling very, very badly for her, and I want to know what I can do. But I think the only thing I can do is listen, right? Or listen, or read the text that she's sending me, one or the other. But I think it's an important practice right now to separate myself emotionally from it. Be concerned for her, do whatever she needs in the moment. So long as it doesn't screw anything up for me. And that's where the boundary stuff comes up, right? And it's adding on to or building upon the idea that other people's shit is other people's shit. And that comes into play in a bunch of different ways in life. One is, like it has in the past, like someone throwing their shit at me, and it has nothing to do with me. And I'm just gonna, relax and release, and yeah, sure, it makes me mad, but I'll just feel the mad feelings. This is different, but similar. I want to be there for my friend. In this situation that has come to a head, has been coming to a head for a very long time. And I don't know what to do for her. I've asked her what she wants me to do. And the only answers I get back is how she's feeling. So I think the only thing I can do is listen to how she's feeling. Especially if I'm asking and I don't get another answer. But I think this isn't important, just as important as, either in the past, this has been a thing where, so not getting angry at the person for letting their, venting towards me their shit, but didn't have anything towards me, that didn't actually have anything to do with me. And just, as much as I could, not dwell on that, and relax and release and let it go and be in the moment rather than telling the person off in my head. And then there's also the like wanting to meddle thing, right? Like where you see your friend making choices that aren't the best and you want to help, you want to say something, but it's really not your business. Because it doesn't involve you, it really doesn't involve you. And it's best not to get involved in someone else's relationship. You know, like let's just leave that there. That's a whole explosive can of worms. And you know what? We've learned lessons throughout life not to do that. So I think that's a good lesson to employ right now. I did before, even though I was angry at one of the people, and for both, but one specifically, I wanted to go tell them off, but it had nothing to do with me, so I didn't. And instead I'm focusing on being in the moment. And it's the same thing right now, right? It's the same principle, just in different situations. So it's very interesting for me to have realized that. It's good. It's good. Boundaries, right? Because this has been a problem in my life. Boundaries. Calling my spirit back. That's something that has been on my mind as well. The idea that, you know, wherever you're investing your energy, your focus, your energy is going that way. And it's best for you to call it back. Or for me, for everyone, to call it back so that you can be in the moment and bring your energy back to yourself, right? Why throw those lines out to other people? Especially right now where I'm trying to get rid of all these weird energy bodies that are still within my energy body. Geese. I shouldn't be here right now this time of year. This should really be further south. Anyway. It's beautiful though. Right? So those are boundaries that I can set and that I'm going to work on further. Just knowing that my energy needs to be with me, and knowing that I have to perform things in my life that move my life forward, regardless of what's going on around me. Excuse me.
And she said, I think we couldn't do
so that's what I'm working on right now. Like moving on, keep going with what I need to do, despite trouble in a friend's life. But also make myself available, you know? I mean, like at the same time, not close myself off, but have the right balance there. So that's something I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to work on today. As I go about my life, I really am very much looking forward to leaving this house, though. I will say that there's just a lot of unnecessary drama, not just with the people who live there, but the people who own the place. You know, like it just, today's Monday. Okay, so the office won't be open. I have to call an office tomorrow. Like, part of me could be very, anyway, I'm not gonna do that, right? Let that go. Any part that gets irritated or annoyed kind of tells you that you have some expectations about something is supposed to be some way. And that's just not true in real life. And it might what you want to be, right? Right? It might be what you want to be true, what you want to be the thing that should be happening, but really there's no should and shouldn't. As far as that's concerned, you know, like what's happening is what happened. What's happened is what happened. And wasting time about getting angry about it is pointless because it happened. And that's it. So that's really what I'm here to say today. I think that I am being given a good opportunity to exercise being in the moment and setting some boundaries, as well as balancing that with being there for a friend. So that is my mission today, other than get my shit done, because there's a lot of shit I gotta get done, as there always is, but it's all good. So that's about it. I'm grateful for the opportunity to grow. Even though I want to get out of this house very much, there's been a lot of opportunity for growth here, so that's been a very good thing. Anyway, so from me here to all of you out there, I just am going to remind you now, even in shitty situations, there's always opportunity for growth, so that means that you can always choose to have a grateful day.